Oh, zap, 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 zap. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you are watching this. I hope you had a fantastic and nice day since the last time we communicated. And I believe and also strongly believe that God has given you or granted you the free gift and the free breath of life for you to see this day. So what a happy day to begin this day. I'd also like to thank you for those who are watching, and for those who are still new in this channel. I also urge you to subscribe, like and share for us to see what the day has in store for today. Okay, today I'm a sad man. I'm a very sad man indeed because of the things that I'm seeing so far. Because this place, the place that I'm covering right now, is a place that I covered a while ago. And if you can remember very well, there's a place I showed you here where the water was flowing at a very high rate. There was lots and lots and lots of water in this area. But I'm not sad because the water has diminished so far. No, I'm not sad because of that. Because it is God who controls everything. It is God who decides when to rain and when not to rain. But the thing that is making me so sad today is because of what we as human beings have chose to do, to ignore this place and decided to dump our filth in these rivers. If you look at this river very well, you can see that we have a lot of waste materials that are accumulating in this area, all as a result of human behaviors, which is not something to be happy about. Okay, in my previous video, I remember I showed you here, there's a place that was a car that had stuck here. It had drowned away by the raging floods that rained a month ago. And you can see very well this is the place that I had showed you a while ago. But it's now like a month ago since we last experienced a heavy downpour. So that now we don't have much rain as at now. That is why I cannot even say that we have much rain. No. In fact, we don't have rain at all. That is why the place is scorching and the sun is scorching and the place is totally dry. But if you can see very well, this is what I was talking about. You can see that we have a lot of filth. All these materials, these are materials that human beings have decided to throw there, and you can see the effect that they have. If you can see that, look at that very well, you can see that this is dirt emanating from somebody's home, and somebody decided to just throw this dirt in a place that is close to the river. So you can imagine the repercussion and what this place will look like eventually. Now you can see the river has dried. We don't have huge volumes of water here, but why don't you mind about the birds that we see there? We have a number of birds that you can see there, meaning that this water is also useful to some birds and some animals, both domestic and wild. I don't know if you'll be able to view some areas here, because you'll be able to see that we have some animals that depend on this water entirely for their day-to-day survival. But if we decide to make this water dirty, it makes us look not worse than the animals themselves. There is something that people usually say, that common sense is not usually common to everyone. That is why you can see there are some people who have that behavior of dirtifying the rivers without knowing that they are very important to the animals that surround us. That makes me very sad. I don't wish to speak much today, but I'd like you to click that notification bell, comment on the comment section, and also tell me what you feel about the current situation that you are facing in. So I'll just show you some videos around, and as we continue, because I don't have energy to speak so much today. So I'm following the river closely. So for those who are with me, be able to see how the river is. There's a place I'll need to jump here in order to cross. You can see this river the way it is, and you can see where I'm coming from, but that is not the source of the river. No, the water comes far beyond that point, but that is just an entry point that I've used to assess this area. So we continue. We'll just flow with the river and see how the place is, so that you can tell me if I'm making sense or if I'm maybe making noise for no reason. Because you'll agree with me that human behaviors have resulted to damaging this river completely. You can see that we have a number of animals there. Those are birds, they are ducks. We call them goose here. Geese or goose. I think if it is one, it is called a goose. If there are many, they are called geese. I think my English teacher did not mislead me in any way. Hey, my English teacher, I hope you're also watching this, because she's the one who taught me English, and he taught me to place the words correctly. So those are what do I call them? Those are goose. And at the same time, on the other side, you can see we have another bird, and that bird, if I'm not wrong, I remember we used to call it an ibis. Yes, we used to call it an ibis, that bird. It's a wild bird. So, but that is not a story for today. So we continue and see how the place really look like. You'll be able to see that a huge percentage of this river has been dirtified by human beings. Yes, it is because of the human behaviors that these rivers tend to be the way they are. Don't worry, I'm looking for a place that I can step so that I can cross very well, because there are places which are totally hard to cross. So if you can see, let me put my bag correctly so that I get ample space to shoot this video, and also so that I'll be in a comfortable position to communicate as I take photos. Now if you look at this river has totally been neglected. It has been neglected so much that the river is totally dirty and filthy, and also smelling. It is smelling very, very bad. If you are close to me here, you'll be able to smell this. But the river is totally dirty, and you can see how the river used to be. You can see we have one main junction there. This is the road that you're passing. But I remember a month ago, when there was a heavy rainfall, you could not be able to pass here. You see this road here, this is a road, but this was not passable. A month ago, when there were heavy floods, all this place had been occupied by water, so it was unable for anyone to cross or to use this place. But as of now, since the water has subsided so much, and due to the scorching sun, and of course global warming, that is why you can step this place comfortably without any trouble. So let's continue. So this is the river that I was talking about. You can see how the river looks like from a far angle. You can see that the volume of water keeps diminishing as we go downstream, and you can hear the voice of that river. That means this was water that was very, very useful to people here. But now whatever happened to this river, there's nothing I can say, because of our behaviors that this river are the way they are. You see, by the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, there we wait, when we remember Zion. You can sing verse 2. Here by the rivers of Babylon. That is where I'm coming from. But the Babylonian kings, this is what is affecting this river. You know, we are told about how Babylon used to be. The Babylonians were crooked people. They never liked making places look good. That is why you will see that due to Babylonian behavior, it has affected our current economy. And Babylonians were not the ones who were there long before. They still exist today. Now you can see this other part. This was another area that was once occupied by water, but as of now the water has subsided completely. That is why we don't have water here. All this place, you can see how dry this place is. This used to be a river. The place where I'm passing here, it was once occupied by a river a while ago when there heavy rainfall. You remember when we had floods? Yes, but now since the floods are gone, that's where the place is the way it is. So let's continue and see what the day has to offer today. I don't want to speak much, because when I speak much, I get irritated because of what I see. But why should I keep quiet when these things are happening? Because if I don't speak, maybe the stones will speak. You can see you have stones there. The rocks can also communicate, because they are not also not so happy with what we are doing to our environment. This environment needs to be taken care of for us to have a brighter future. These animals rely on us entirely. If you look at that bird is also confused. because the bird is wondering what happened to this river. We used to come here, drink water, take a shower, swim, and go on with our businesses. But now the river is totally dirty because of some human behaviors which are not good at all. Yes, we cannot blame global warming only. Part of this water is due to our behaviors. That is why the rivers are the way they are. So we continue so that we see what we have on this other side too. Oh yeah. And this river was huge. Yeah? You can see you have some goats there. So the materials that you see on that other side are the same material that I usually talk about. These are the materials that find their way to these rivers because whoever decided to dump there those materials, I don't know what I can say about him. I don't know what he had in mind, but that is not something to be happy about, because soon and very soon the material we see there, all that dirt we see there, all that garbage we see there, will eventually find their way here. And that is something that I'm telling you for a fact, because they will find their way there. And the more they find their way here, the more the dirtier the rivers become. So you can imagine what the repercussions that they will bring to this river, because these water are very, very useful to the surrounding environment. You can see that we have a number of birds there. Those are also ibis. And it's not the first time we have seen them. Maybe we have seen that there are so many of them in this area. And after feeding, definitely they'll come for water here. But now this water starts to be something else. Dirty. And I tell you, the smell that is coming out of this river, you won't believe it. I wish I carried my mask. It is rendering me breathless. Is it breathless or breathless? It is rendering me breathless. You can see the way the river used to be. You see the place that you see far there, where we have rocks. All those rocky structures have been occupied by water. And I tell you, the water was very clean here. Mimi nakwambia kama hata ungekuwa na kiu, you could pass here and quench your thirst comfortably here without complaining or worrying of any dirt from this. But as at now, leave alone drinking, even passing through this area proves to be very difficult because of the smell that is emanating from this area. And all of this is due to our behaviors, which are sometimes uncouth. If we really tamed this river, it could be of beneficial to us and the surrounding economy, because this water can be used for agriculture at the same time. This water can be used to wash our clothes or even do the cleaning. But as at now, null and void. You cannot use it for the same activities that I've mentioned, because of how people have decided to make this place look horrible and terrible. It is not good sometimes what we do. Not very good. Not very good. I'm not a happy man, but a very sad one. So that is it. We still continue. That is how the place is. I've shown you a bit of that area so that you will be able to see what I'm talking about. Because you will see that I'm not complaining for no reason. You are just my camera. I'm not complaining for no reason. You can see what I'm talking about. All these are as a result of human behaviors that we see this river in this state. It is like it's not part of us. Now if you look at that other side also, you can see the damage that place really has suffered. All these ditches you see here were once a river. I remember this river, the last time I came here, let me show you something here. See, the last time I came here, this river had divided itself into two. Up there was a small tributary. So this river divided itself into two, and you can see where I'm standing right now. All this place was once a river. So the river went downwards, and it was joining itself down there to become one once again. But it is very unbelievable. You cannot believe that this was once a river because the place is totally dry. All you see are rocky structures. You wouldn't believe that there was once a river here. You can see the surrounding. And this place is not as ghetto as you might think. This is the middle class residential area. Judging from the houses that you can see there, this place is not ghetto. But the dwellers of this place have decided to make this place look like a slum because of the behavior and encroachment and throwing of garbage whenever they please. Be ashamed of yourself if you are one of them. One day judgment will come upon you, and I don't know what you will explain or what you will say. So I remember in the previous video I had shown you this river. The place was very, very, very green. We have vegetation cover that had covered all of this entire area. But as at now, the vegetation has gone. You cannot talk about the vegetation anymore. I don't know what happened to the vegetation cover that was in this place. Now, all we see is garbage, garbage, and garbage. There are some who even throw diapers here. You can see that is a diaper there. Used diaper in this river. These are totally uncouth behavior, all as a result of human beings who are created in the full image and likeness of God. God never made a mistake when He created us and gave us authority and power to subdue and take care of our environment. But our careless behavior makes us totally insane. Because whoever decides to throw garbage in this river, I don't know what they have in mind. This is totally uncouth behavior, not something to be happy about. You should be ashamed of yourself if you are one of them. It's good to sometimes think about tomorrow and avoid being selfish. You can see the surrounding, the houses that are built there. So this shows you that this place is a middle income dwelling place. It's called Utawala. Yes, the backside of Utawala, situated in Embakasi East constituency, a constituency that is fully represented by a young and youthful member of parliament called Babu Owino. Yes, he's a gentleman and a half. Babu Owino, continue doing the work you are doing. Yes, you are showing a good example to our youth, leading by example. Now let's continue. That dog again. Don't know why we usually quarrel with that dog. Whenever that dog smells or hears my presence, becomes the first one to complain. This was once a very clean river, but the river eventually disappeared. The river really disappeared. Come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest, says the Lord. Now, if you look at this tree here, this tree, we call this tree acacia tree. Yes? And this acacia tree, this is a tree of very much importance to birds, because many birds prefer building their nest on this tree because of security. What am I saying? If you look at this tree usually grows in areas that are dry. Yes, areas that are dry. And when these areas are dry, these animals these birds prefer building their nest on this tree, because these trees are well protected by the thorns. So very few predators will dare go for those nests that you see there. Why? Because of those thorns. Even birds are wise. Now, if you look at this is what I was talking about. This was once a river too, but as at now, you can see we have very beautiful homes there. So you can see that the river has totally dried up. Yes, very few activities you can see there. I remember this river used to flow with a very high volume, and sounds could be heard from a far distance. But as now, the river is just dragging itself towards its mouth. Yes, we have a source and a mouth. So when I say the mouth of a river, I believe you understand what I'm talking about. This is a place that the water drains its river, and usually goes to either a lake or a dam. That is what my geography teacher once taught me. My geography teacher, I hope you're seeing this. Now let's continue. That dog will one day keep quiet. I don't know why it is never happy with me. Aye, quiet. Quiet. That dog is very angry with me, and I don't owe it anything. Hatujuani, lakini kelele. Every time I pass here, it becomes the first animal to complain. Okay, the structure you see there, that structure there, that is a sewer line. Yes, that is a sewer line. That is because the residential homes that you see there, wherever they have the waste material, the fecal matter, usually transferred or transported via this channel. These are inspection chambers, and the sewage usually goes down to a place called Ruai, which is not far from this place. Yes, like 20 kilometers away from this place, you'll be at a place called Ruai. That is the main collection point of the filth that comes from the sewage. So whenever you see these structures, know that it leads you to the main collection point, where in this case it happens to be Ruai, where the entire sewage from Nairobi County is dumped. Yes. This is it. This is the one I'm talking about. Yes. I'm trying to locate where I can find a good light. An old man once told me, this man was wise and old enough to be my grandfather. He once told me that nature will always be kind. He once told me that nature will always be very fair. And he told me that whatever you give to nature is what nature will give back to you. It took me time to really understand what he was trying to tell me, until I came to realize that you will reap what you sow. Is it reaping? Will you reap what you sow, or you will sow what you reap? I'll confirm that, but I hope you're getting me. So what I mean is that whatever you plant is what you will harvest. You cannot plant maize and expect to have a sisal. That has never happened. So whenever we are treating these rivers the way we are doing, the rivers will respond and it will treat us unfairly. We will not be the first people to complain, because why will we complain when we have given nature what we have given to it? If you treat nature unfairly, nature will surely treat you unfairly. That water was once very clean. But as at now, if you look at the condition of that water, this is water that even your cow cannot dare drink. This is water that even the ducks which live or like swimming cannot dare swim. These are waters that even plants are afraid to be irrigated with. You can see the water has stagnated. There was a time I passed this place and I showed you the video that the water was moving with very high speed. Yes, we understand that we are experiencing a dry spell and we have what we call global warming, but part of our behavior contribute a great deal to eradication of this river. Because whenever all these materials are drawn here, they cause this water to block. So when this river block, it stagnates because they don't have an outlet. And these are the materials that I'm talking about. If you look at this material here, all this is what is blocking these rivers from accessing their exit points. And when rivers don't have exit channels or exit points, you know what will happen. The water will stagnate and the water will be turned to be of not good use to anyone. Fellow viewers, if you are watching this, tell a friend to tell that other friend that it is very important to conserve our environment for our sake and for our future's sake. Okay, this is you can see how it looks like. So that is an inspection chamber. So whenever we experience blockages in these sewer lines, that is where these channels are usually used to access blockages and also blocking them. So you can look at this place and see how this place has been encroached completely. You can see for yourself. Even the blind can see that this is not good. Even the deaf can hear that this water is not moving. Who are you? Ask yourself this question and ask yourself a second and at that time. One of these fine days, we will meet again. Okay. Sorry for that. Now, tunaendelea kusongaga. This river was once beautiful, I tell you. If you watch my previous video, you'll believe what I'm telling you. This river was once beautiful. Very, very beautiful. You see the place I'm passing right now, I could not pass a month ago. Because all this place had been occupied by water. But now I'm walking comfortably. It's like there were never, I feel like it's like we never had rivers here. Look at that structure. So thank you very much for watching this. Before I leave, I'd like you to tell a friend, to tell that other friend, to tell that other friend, and to like, subscribe, and also share. My YouTube channel is down there at 3969, and you'll be able to see more and more videos of this nature. So thank you very much. Always subscribe. In case you have anything you want to tell me, anything you want us to comment or discuss, you can go down there to the comment section and you can post your comment, and I'll be more than happy to sample them and also answer you as you will require. Subscribe, watch, so that you'll be able to see videos of this nature, since there are many and lots of them there. And also, if you have something, recommendation or something that you'd like us to do to make these videos more appealing and more beautiful, you can also go to the comment section and share with us, so that I'll be able to see what I can do, because you have the power to do it. And don't remember to like the notification bell, so that you'll be able to see the videos that I post on an everyday basis, and you'll be able to comment and also go with me through this journey. Thank you very much for watching, and also stay tuned for a video that I'm going to post very soon that will amaze you and you'll like it so much. So before I leave, I'd like to leave you with the videos of this place, so that you'll be able to see it, since I'll not be able to communicate once again, but I leave you with the sights and sounds that come out naturally. But remember what we said, conserving the environment is very important for us, for our animals, and for the future generation. So preach that word, tell a friend to tell a friend, so that we have a bright future, and so that the nature will not treat us harshly as it can sometimes turn to. Thank you very much, and keep watching.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end,
For me,
doesn't even matter.
it's a bye for now.
I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even